right, where are we going?
Bray Bray! Every last one of them. All of them. Manoa, Misty, Quad, Dario, all my haters, they just feel me. That's why y'all gonna lose tomorrow. You're gonna lose. Those are coming out on top. Swinging, baby. Oh! We're gonna go see Bray Bray.
Look at those babies.
I'm feeling a little crazy. We're coming for you, Brayden.
What's up, Gakka? What do you got to say?
You better be ready, you damn maggot. You damn maggot. You better listen to your IGL right now.
Yo, we're screaming in the parking lot. There's people over there all pissed off.
The ants are in town, baby.
I want the first couple games to be comfortable, but if you need to switch up, you know what switch is. I'm putting off University.
Says Full Sail.
This is, oh yeah, here's the fortress.
We are back at the fortress.
Oh.
All right, here we go. Going in is the Gnome. I can see myself. She does that last minute thing.
That's fine. Okay, wait, Steve.
You just gotta take out Gabe.
Okay, got it. Specifically gay.
Gabe's the only competition.
His keyboard might, like, what does he play?
Okay, I'm coming. I'll walk over to show Hudson here.
This year, I wanted to get a picture, portrait of you guys as your character, right? So it's actually like
I'm a nonchalant dreadhead. I'm a nonchalant dreadhead.
Oh, it's not in focus. Look at what I got. That actually looks good.
All right, Mango. It's day one of the games.
Making sure I have all my sign-ins, and we're gonna IGL today.
What do you got to say about your first day of finals? All right, ready to go. Got the coach badge. Oh, I gotta turn this thing around. Is it around? There we go.
There we go.
What's up, yo?
Just tucked in my shirt.
Hell yeah.
There we go.
We see Gakabalikas now. And we got Mama. Can we go grab it? Are you in the coach?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You got that?
That's showing space.
I think it's like 10 daily until I actually get out. 10 But you have a vein popping right in your forehead. And it'll get one locked in. Hey, Hudson. It's a non-factor.
Oh,
at this
smiling
point.
faces.
Non-factor, baby.
Making that call. Make sure all my fingers work individually.
So you're going, bye. Love you. Have fun.
Recently that had to do with like putting together the budgets and just all the logistics that go into putting together a live event and all.
Into the opponent's ear. But everybody else was playing as one big group. And I particularly want to shout out Pokemon. We talked about them a little bit previously, but this composition would figure out how to counter its gunshot from victory. Glacier lays down this ball's doors when it breaks. It's just about as good as it's done. Watch it in the card. Yes, I think they're going to get there close to their friends. We're going to build it as ultimate from one, not to mention.
Got the scribbles.
And next up, it's one of my personal favorites, Apex Legends. So I'm going to throw it over to our casters in the live venue. Take it away, Runner and Coozer.
Hello, everyone. My name is Runner the Rabbit, Runner the Rocks, Noel Bray, or Noah.
You'd like to call me? I'm joined by... Hold on, let's put this on. I'm Coozer, also known as Colin, and I'm excited to help cast today for the XP League North American Finals for Apex Legends.
You know, this feels so weird. I never thought I'd be joined by an actual robot today. This is actually quite exciting.
Yeah, I'm actually an AI program. They brought me in, they coded me themselves, so really excited.
Scans and just the actual alteration that gives you that extra movement speed and the extra like shooting power and fighting power.
Exactly. As you can see here, we have the map. You brought it up earlier in our conversation. There's the path already going.
Oh yeah, I mean with his upgrades recently getting changed to where he can have those zip lines body to take less damage, I think he's gonna be changes out of these teams to see like, oh, we're gonna be fighting early now. We need to get some different changes going. Do we run a conduit now? Do we run like a revenant? Seeing some of these changes out of these teams will be really interesting.
I'm already seeing a fuse and a crypto and an app. Whatever that's honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if you see a peacekeeper getting picked up by the new castle, especially now with Castle Wall having that boosted movement. I think that's a game 100% to play Newcastle.
Like how their play style is and where they land. It's going to be really interesting.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a peacekeeper getting picked up by the new castle, especially now with Castle Wall having that, boosted movement. I think that's a game changer, 100%, to play Newcastle.
I mean, Newcastle also, his shield now acts like a one-way pylon, like a one-way Watson pylon, which is really going to be good, especially against these fuse teams or these bang teams who want to smoke you or throw their knuckle clusters at you. I mean, it's going to be a great pickup. I'm a big fan of Newcastle, especially with shotguns being so usable on him. He is going to be a really fun legend to watch.
I am going to tend to agree with that. I didn't know it was a one-way Watson pylon. They didn't put that in the patch notes. that is a surprise to me. Is we can see another, the crypto Bengal or Bloodhound. There's that Bengal or Bloodhound you brought up. Let's see where they're kind of going with this. This meta has shifted quite a lot, especially since the release of Alter.
I mean, yeah, seeing a team comp like that with 2 Recon Legends, I mean, I have not seen a lot of teams run 2 Recon Legends, but I mean, it's really interesting to see what you would pick up a Crypto and a Bloodhound. I mean, the Crypto allows you to retrieve banners from a distance and get resets going. So
I really like it, especially if you're looking to take fights early. It gives you that usability to where, oh, if we're not doing so well or we lose a couple of players, you can always reset and go back at it again.
And I think one of the crypto update.
And just such an aggressive comp has been really interesting to see. I mean, the Fuse gives you such a good ability to push, and as well he can get his ring consoles now. So you can also have the potential to play zone. It gives you a more Evo advantage, and just it's a great comp overall.
I will agree. Hyper aggression is the name of the game, in my honest opinion, in Apex. You know, coming from Titanfall, you had to play hyper aggressive, or you're not playing at all.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I love these hyper-aggressive comps. I mean, we're seeing Revenant come out. We're seeing Octane come out. All of these are legends and comps that are really, really allowing us to see a lot of people push and a lot of people take these exciting early game team fights.
Yeah, and those team fights are important. You want to be able to, you know, get that information and flank around. And somebody like Fuse, who can lock down sightlines with Knuckle Cluster, allows you to get those easy flanks off because your team could be pushing through where the Knuckle Cluster landed.
Yeah, and it looks like Gnome Ants here. Looks like we have the double scan team. I think they landed Climatizer. We have the Blood Bank Crypto using the drone here to see where this team might be inside of Monument.
They really want this team in Monument. There's the Bang Smoke going down to cross over. Wonder what they're trying to do here. Are they trying to rotate into Monument, or do they want to push out?
I'm thinking they're looking to maybe get a spot in zone here. They don't have a ring console legend, so they don't exactly know where the second ring is pulling, but we'll see that soon. But they saw the team was in that other building, and they said, okay, how do we get around them? And then they smoked their cross. They allowed them to go wrap around the outside and go around to a building that might be deeper into zone.
And that's the only disadvantage of, oh, gunfight happening. A lot of shots going off, and I think that's a shield broken.
Yeah, that's a shield crack onto the Valkyrie. It looks like the Valkyrie did just res 2 of his teammates, so this might just be 2 free kills landing into No Man's laps right here once they get respawned.
And we can hear the poor teammates coming down to take what they can from their loopholes, and they're just being hunted.
I mean, yeah, the Blood Ult comes out. They get 1 on the 2 respawn players, and that's going to be a free kill for them since those players really don't have any loot coming back. And that's going to be some good Evo, some good points locked in on the board for them, and really going to help them, you know, the rest of the series.
One thing I enjoy about the No Man's, what they're doing right now, is their Evo distribution is quite aggressive. They're purposely letting one take charge of a kill to get that Evo build up.
I mean, yeah, having a player get up to purple before the rest, that can be really, really, really good for you, especially if that character is your front line. Because if a team sees, oh, they shoot you and they say, oh, this team has purple, they might not want to push you as much because they might be scared of that Evo difference, especially if they're still playing zone and they're on blue.
Yeah, and since now with the upgrade system, I keep calling it the new upgrade system, but it is somewhat new still. As the gunfight kicks off.
And Gnome Darts gets a full squad wipe on the handover horde. Is a pretty easy wipe. Looks like they used Crypto Ult there to stun and damage the enemy team before they ashboarded onto the roof and really took the high ground on them.
Yeah, and then that's kind of what we were saying is those like hyper aggressive. I think one of them had purple, so they didn't want to push too hard. Hanover had to back off. They had to fall back, and due to that purple Evo advantage, they just rushed in. And it's something you can do when you have somebody that is as tanky as that your frontline fighter. The backlines can come in and just flank.
But it is somewhat new still. As the gunfight kicks off.
And Gnome Darts gets a full squad wipe on the handover horde. It's a pretty easy wipe. Looks like they used Crypto Ult there to stun and damage the enemy team before they ashboarded onto the roof and really took the high ground on them.
That's kind of what we were saying is those.
Mr. Tiger Fox! Yes!
Honestly, in my opinion, I personally think placement is more important than kills. The longer you can survive, the better chances you have at winning that final.
Yeah, absolutely. No, he's there.
It's a lot of chaos. One of the greatest things about Apex, it's chaos.
Yeah, I love the fact that in Apex, I mean, anything can happen. One game, a team can go out 20th, 0 kills. The next game, they can pop off and drop 20. It is such a fun time to watch Apex and see some of these team comps come out as Franklin's going to get Ash snared here. We might see another team fight going down.
Except it is quite hard to see with the Bangalore smoke going down.
Yeah, I believe Fuse got stuck there. He's taken down to 1 HP.
Arc Stars coming out from both teams. The Newcastle Shield's going to be moving up on them. Drone comes out, EMP will come out as well, and the Ash Portal comes down on their heads. Looks like that's going to be the Bangalore taking down here. It's also Fuse goes down, but Blood manages to get a trade on one as he tries to fight for his life, and it's not enough. Franklin Phoenix is eliminated by the Gnome Darts.
It is not enough. There's another one of those teams. Again, bloodthirsty. They want this as much as they can. And that's how the outplay goes. You send in the Newcastle wall. It does so much damage. The crypto EMP goes out, and it just locks them down. Especially when your fuse gets stuck, there's not a lot you can do.
Yeah, I mean, the movement slow of those Arc Stars is really oppressive. It doesn't allow you to really get away at all. And the Ashport, of course, being able to take your high ground instantly out of them, especially because Crypto Ult doesn't affect you while you're going through the Ashport. So a really good timed Crypto Ult and Ashport could really serve to destroy some teams here.
Are we seeing the duo try and find a rat spot up in the ceiling? Hey, the rats are in the walls, the rats are in the ceilings, the rats are everywhere. Will I deny it? No, it's a good strat. It will forever be a good strat.
I mean, yeah, locking down those placement points is always something that's really good for these teams. They might have blue Evo shields, but I mean, getting the placement points and for the overall score lines, I mean, that's what you really need to do as a duo. You know you're not going to be in a super advantageous spot with these team fights. So being able to lock down your points through playing some good placement, that's always going to be a big help for these teams.
Honestly, in my opinion, I personally think placement is more important than kills. The longer you can survive, the better chances you have at winning that final gunfight.
Yeah, absolutely. And it looks like the Gnome Darts here are going to be trying to maybe play a little more defensive, it looks like, with the Newcastle wall going down. They shot at a Crypto EMP earlier that I saw coming in as they're facing a fellow Crypto team, but the smoke comes out and this team might be aggressing, they might be leaving, I'm not sure.
I don't think it will be enough, because one thing we're seeing, and this is something I've noticed about a lot of crypto play in any form, is that crypto play is hyper aggressive for some reason. People like to play crypto as a front line rather than a back line.
I mean, yeah, in this league, for what I've seen so far, I mean, we've just seen these cryptos use their EMP as an entry damage when in some of the like, especially APAC North, we see crypto as a lot more of an info gatherer, you know, a lot more zone play. But I mean, with a knock here from this crypto team, I mean, this is just hyper aggression we're seeing out of them.
Is that a triple take with a boosted loader? This is why I was telling you. Boosted loader is going to change a lot of these, like the 30-30, the triple take now, since it can take it, is going to change a lot of these weapons and shift entire fights.
I mean, yeah, something like the triple take having the boosted loader allows you to just have such a large mag size. It really increased it over its past mag size, and having that in your fight, not having to waste time reloading, allows you to just do so much more damage and gives you such more kill potential.
And that damage is extremely important, unless your team is almost entirely at red. As I speak, the rats get found.
Yes, they do, and they are eliminated. Shogun is taken out.
Talk about the exterminators. They knew exactly where to look. They're like, they're in the walls.
I mean, yeah, they were going straight for them. I mean, I think they probably saw the rampart walls that were setting up in the building. They probably assumed that they were there. But, I mean, yeah, that is not much of a fighting chance when you have a two-man team there.
Yeah, there's not a lot you can do about that. Nothing, no problem there. They are, I don't know if they're destroying the rampart walls or planning on ratting in that same spot.
Yeah, I mean, using those old rampart walls could definitely be advantageous for the team. I believe we just saw a rat there playing in the middle of the cave. So it'll be interesting to see how long he can live with some of these teams fighting on the outside area here in the no-name POI.
Nothing wrong with ratting in cave. As long as they don't notice you, I think he has a pretty good advantage of surviving.
A nice Kraber attempt coming out here by this Bangalore as he gets EMP'd. And then he's getting shot in the back, as well as some great flatline shots come out as they find an opening knock on the team. It's Crypto once again. I mean, he's kill leader right now. He is doing insane work.
Did they just walk up slowly and miss a Kraber shot?
They absolutely did. They absolutely did.
You can't do that. That's no bueno for Kraber.
No, yeah, I mean, Kraber is such a strong weapon. It gives you such big entry damage. I mean, it is really an insane weapon, and now it's going to be falling into the hands of the Gnome Darts. So I'm really interested to see what they can do with that.
There's that boosted loader coming into effect. That just can shred, especially with triple take doing all, like that triple shot of damage. That boosted loader is going to help shred constantly.
I mean, especially the fact that you can use the triple take as more of a shotgun close range. It's such a versatile weapon, and not having to reload it,
I mean, it just lets you do so much damage per second with it. It just really raises that DPS.
And as the ring gets smaller, sorry, I mistook what that was. Is that evac? That is evac.
That is an evac.
There's so many things going on with smoke, and now with the Bangalore ability coming down, the rolling thunder coming in, so much chaos is happening in these final moments.
I mean, yeah, it looks like they're just going to be landing on this other team's building. This is going to be a straight 3v3 for them. I do believe that they can manage to win this, as looks like they're going to have the high ground now. They know this team is in the building, so a good crypto EMP could come out here, and this could serve them to the death as a team inside.
So, you know how you brought up that rat? It's the last member of the Mustangs. They're still alive. They are still kicking it. Do we see that 1v3 in those final fights?
I mean, we definitely could. He has a spot that's out of zone currently, but I mean, these teams are currently focused on each other. They're trying to really take this 3v3 potentially. So, I mean, this team on roof is trying to look around. They're trying to see where that last squad is. They might have an idea it's a rat, so they don't really see any other presence coming out. But, I mean, they're probably more focused on the team that they know is beneath them.
As long as they don't look over to that rock, perfectly safe. Even in zone, so just heal through it. You'll be fine. Don't worry. It's fine. It's the...
Yeah, I mean...
you go.
Okay, yeah, but like, I mean, seeing this team on roof, they have the Newcastle wall set up, they have the crypto, so they're going to have the info as our rat is slowly inching forwards here.
No.
Gets a smoke onto the roof, and does he know there's a team inside, though, or does he just play under the building? I think he's just going to play under the building here.
I honestly thought he was going to push up and try to fight. That... especially against a Kraber, which at point blank is so devastating. They might not notice.
I don't think they do. I mean, I think both of these teams, I mean, this team is a crypto, so they could definitely go look for it, but
why look
trying
under
to figure out, I think, I mean, like, why would you look under the building? I mean, you know there's a team underneath you already. Why do you need to go look at them?
I mean, unless you get like an off angle and you happen to see Mustangs Bangalore just kind of doing a little wiggle, doing a little dance. I don't think that's going to happen, and we have the crypto EMP ready.
I mean, yeah, this could be a great push for them, especially if, oh,
the little wiggle.
I think they found him.
I pointed the little wiggle out.
Yep.
He's got to go.
Smoke and try to get away, but I mean, he's just going to get tracked the full way.
Oh, the poor Bangalore is trying their best to survive.
He's just running for his life right now.
He's
really
like,
trying to get some extra placement.
Please, let me at least get second.
Yeah, I mean, this team set up inside the building, Lifeline, Conduit, Octane. This is such a good fighting comp, and with that pad setup, they can maybe get over to one of these side rocks as zones closes in here, and maybe get some rock cover from the other side to hold the team up that's on roof.
I don't think rock cover would be that important, though, especially with the zone closing in. They don't want to risk that extra damage. Yeah, the rotate's great, but guess what? Crypto drone, EMP hits, and it doesn't matter anyway.
I mean, especially because the team on top has Newcastle, they can just make their own cover. They have Newcastle walled up, so they can make their cover wherever they need to. They don't need to play that natural cover, you know? They have Newcastle shield, they have Newcastle wall. That's such a good ability late game for giving them some space to play.
This is just the most amazing thing to watch, as like every rat is like trying their best to not get caught out. But they kind of need to move, or else the zone fight will be impossible.
I mean, yeah, this team is taking the zone spot early with the Newcastle wall. The Conduit ult comes out on top of them, but they're going to be able to shoot it out pretty easily as the Crypto will go into drone, and I believe he's going to be looking for an EMP now that this house is starting to get out of zone. And I believe that's what he's doing. Yeah, as the Crypto EMP is going to come out. They hit with their own EMP, but on this rock, they have no cover as they're going to be pushing forwards, and that is 2 down on this team as the Gnome Darts are about to get a squad wipe, and they do.
Oh, and it's just the rat. Oh! Oh, wait!
He takes one down!
We got back! Oh! No! Oh. No! No! My heart.
Gnome Darts will take the win here. Oh.
He had to. I thought he had to, and I thought he could win the final.
I mean, it was close. He had one down. They had the Newcastle res going off, but there is a universe in which he wins that, and Mustangs take the dub.
That was... Oh, casters can't be biased, but that was like the most exciting part of that.
See your play now because Pharaoh fluid or the variables are.
We're gonna take this set.
Storm point. we're on Storm Point now. This one's interesting. And so we see Gnome Blades bringing a Catalyst. I saw a couple Catalysts. So this is going to be really interesting to see door play now because Pharaoh Fluid, or the Pharaoh doors are massive now.
I mean, yeah, going back to Gnome Darts here, our winners of last game with the Ash Crypto Newcastle comp. They seem to be rolling up into Pylon. They might be looking to take a team fight here.
They might be looking to pick a team fight with the Mustangs.
Oh, yes, they do. As they Ash Snare one on this door, they climb the roof. Do we see the Crypto EMP come out, though? We do. As the EMP comes out, that's going to be 150 damage on this team. Newcastle Shield comes out as they look to press this building.
Oh, door destruction already. I think what happened is they're rotating through zone now, and so they have to push around and see if they can't catch them off guard.
Yeah, as the evac comes out, they might be just using this to take height. They might be using this to rotate, but shots come out as this team's standing on top of Pylon, and it looks like they're going to opt to move into zone here because they do not want to fight in the zone.
Well, that's the safest option. You don't want to risk losing all that hard-earned EVO because shield batteries are really hard to find after a while, especially in the later phases of the game.
As Hanover Horde here playing from Pylon, this was the team we just saw fighting. As the Bloodhound gets taken down really low here, almost goes down, they're going to have to hold. They might see this Crypto Drone come out on them, or maybe even the Newcastle push-up.
Well, you either do the Newcastle push-up or you Crypto Drone, but I think that might be a waste of the Crypto Drone, and the team they're fighting realize that as they knock the Bloodhound.
I mean, the reset's going to come out here from the Newcastle potentially, as the other team seems to be pushing up with that Newcastle shield. But do they have time to reset before they get on top of them? I don't think so. The Bloodhound tries to pop a battery, does manage to get it off, but at the cost of his Newcastle and his Bangalore, as the Hanover Horde is going to be eliminated.
That's the kind of way you want to play that. And it's by the Gnome Darts. They were hyper-aggressive on that push. They really wanted to lock down and capitalize until the Rolling Thunder kicks in.
Oh, yeah, and with the Crypto going down here, they will try to get a res off here with Newcastle, but it's not enough as the Baylor Rolling Thunder is going to come in and eliminate it, and Newcastle taking down to 1 HP. We have the Mustangs coming in with this now. It's going to be left as a 3v1, and I think the Mustangs might just have it here.
They want revenge. They were like, we were this close. You denied us that. We will take our revenge.
They saw what happened last game, and they know that they need to make up for that point deficit, so eliminating them here early would be really good for them. It would allow them to have the opportunity to get a lot of kills and make up that, that point differential between those two teams.
That's exactly what you like to see. We both brought it up. They need to play more aggressive, and they're doing that. They took that, and they're running with it, especially with that, Bangalore Bloodhound. Forgive me as I forget this. Bangalore Bloodhound and whoever their third was.
Yeah, I mean, that comp right there, that's a really aggressive comp that they're going to be playing here as they look to maybe get a squad wipe on that finish, as we have the Gnome Ants now with the Catalyst Ash Revenant coming out. Such an interesting comp out of them.
I wouldn't say it's hyper-aggressive. The only hyper-aggressive character on that would technically be Revenant, if you want me to be honest. Because Ash can be aggressive, just only in the right comp, and we're not seeing that, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, with the looks of why they're playing right now, they do seem to be playing a little bit more towards zone, as they're currently out, but they're playing together in this building, maybe ratting, as they think somebody might be near.
They might hear the mowers.
I mean, yeah, they're right next door in Command Center. They're still trying to loot. They're still getting their loot up, as both these teams are on blue, though. That is the only worry I have for these teams going in, as some of these other teams are getting up to purple shields, as the Gnome Dart still has a solo left alive here as he slides down into Cascade Falls.
Oh, he might get caught out here, though the shield cell coming out, very useful to have as of right now, because you don't want to waste those shield batteries, but does get detected on sonar.
Yep, Scan comes in. He's taken down to 1 HP yet again, as I believe this is the Mustangs still chasing him as they have across this entire map. But the Ash Portal comes out. That could be a good space maker for them if they don't decide to take it, but he's really wanting to find a crafter here to maybe craft up his teammates' banners and maybe get them back into the game.
Yeah, it's really hard on Storm Point to wrap around and find good areas to craft if you don't want to get detected and caught out in a gunfight when you're solo. And that's what we're seeing here. They're trying their best to manage and find a way around it.
Yeah, it seems that he dropped down as the Bearded Dragons is on top of him, actually. And they might not realize that he's ratting down there as a solo. I think he was hiding in that corner, as the Roughnecks and the Gnome Darts are eliminated, so they will see the Gnome Darts fall. But the Bearded Dragons get knocked on one of them.
It looks like the Mustangs are the ones knocked. No? Bearded Dragons?
Yeah, I think so. And that would be a great opportunity for the Mustangs. There's more points that once again, they need to catch up here.
Yeah.
They want to take home the trophy.
They are going to need to catch up. However, it looks like there's a team coming in from the back. And I think it might actually be the Mustangs coming in from the back to take care. Octane's super low. Yes, it is the Mustangs.
I mean, Mustangs are left up as a duo, but that's okay when the team you're trying to fight here is a solo. I mean, they're low on flesh as the Lifeline's going to maybe get pushed, but Medkit's going to come out from the Bangalore here. He's almost on red, and he's looking to play with his teammate here as a, I believe, wipe? Or are they just going to full kill?
Now, I don't know if they capitalize on that Octane. That Octane could be trying to get away. There's about 9 squads left from what I can see as the Gnome Blades, they're taking some pot shots, and it might be on that Octane.
Once again here on the Pathfinder, I love to see it. They have the Trident so they can get to zone as they are still far away from zone. But, I mean, hopping in the Trident, they're going to be able to get there in no time at all.
100%. And that's what, that's what we're constantly seeing, is the Trident being that useful for rotates. Is that something you could do with Catalyst's Pharaoh?
I mean, I guess you could put it on the Trident. I don't know what that really does for you.
It
but,
looks like
I mean, it's a good
just got a
decoration,
massive
maybe
boost.
a distraction. I mean, yeah.
I might just be going crazy.
Maybe? I'm not too sure, actually. But, I mean, they were taken down to pretty low HP there from the team shooting them off the Trident. I mean, Pathfinder here is sitting at around 50 flesh, no shields. So it'll be interesting to see if they roll up on a team taking the Trident here to zone, if they might get punished for that.
I mean, if they get punished, they get punished. That's on them. And I don't think you're supposed to agree when I say I'm crazy. I will point that out.
Hey, everybody's got to be a little crazy.
Exactly.
You know?
But we see Troy equal Bravo right now. Interesting place.
Holding checkpoint up here. Yeah, this is actually a really good spot for them because they might be looking here for some rats coming in as Mustangs are wrapping in as a duo. Lifeline still on low flesh as well. She's probably waiting for her Doc Drone so she can get up to full HP, but I mean, the Caustic here coming out of this team, Caustic is very good at holding the space, and I could definitely see them being able to hold out Mustangs.
Holding space is important, but I think this is where the team with the Trident and the Catalyst are coming in to fight off this Rampart and Crypto.
Shogun once again did a decent job ratting, but it was not enough for them to do it, sadly.
Yeah, we can see the Lifeline getting a full med kit as they're rotating around towards down Beast from the looks of it.
I do want to point out the Mustangs do have their Bloodhound's banner, so if they can get that mobile respawn beacon down, they can get a full reset here, which looks like what they're going to try to do. But getting them back up to is a 3-man would be really strong, especially since they need to get back into this game, but they shoot someone flesh up ahead.
I mean, they don't want to risk putting down that mobile respawn as... Oh, no, wait, they did get the mobile respawn down. What I was going to say was they don't want to put down that mobile respawn and get shot out. Looks like it doesn't matter. They're taking these fights.
I mean, yeah, it looks like Lifeline just took the gold-plated upgrade, so we're going to see her with some gold knockdown here pretty soon as they crack someone who's still on white shield. Maybe potentially they also just got rezzed, but as Mustangs gets back up to a 3-man, Fade still sadly on a blue shield, but Bangalore goes down here. That's not what they needed.
That is not what they needed, but I think they can recover as we jump over to Troy Eagle Bravo, who are now going to push in to try and take that capitalization.
I mean, yeah, they see this solo running away here flesh as they want to push this bunker. The caustic gas comes out into the bunker. Such a strong utility. He gets the scans with Nox Vision as well, forcing them outside of the backside. I mean, this is exactly what caustic is good for, taking space of these small, tight corridors, and that's what we see Troy Eagle Bravo doing.
The only problem is now that Caustic's gas damage has been nerfed. It's, it might not be enough because it does 4 flat on knock now if you knock him down.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's not enough to really secure your kills, but I mean, they at least took this position from it, and they do find an entry knock here onto this Catalyst, who's running straight by them. But I mean, they're getting pretty good traded off as they knock another one, and it's now up to a 3v1.
It's hard to tell everything that's happening as the chaos is ensuing. The Pathfinder does go down.
Or is going to be playing that, but Shogun, once again, the classic Crypto Rampart gameplay that they like is that duo. I'm really excited to see what they can pull out in this game. We've seen a couple. That Lord Bloodhound Lifeline. And Mustangs, once again, pulling out the classics. Nothing wrong with that. And yes, I do remember Ryzen. I remember Ryzen. What can I say? I mean, yeah, the Ryzen is such a good aggressive legend. She has that win condition of her ult.
Good about themselves, and they're just going to keep chasing. As we go to the Gnome Darts, you have eliminated the Roughnecks, and that is some more kills for this team that is, I believe, still in first place.
Yeah, we believe so, but we won't know until we see that final leaderboard for these drops. Just looking at their gun setup, because I always say guns are the most important part of Apex. The Hemlock and the I think it's the R99 is one of the best combos.
I mean, oh yeah, the Hemlock is such a diverse weapon. I mean, you can use it long range, far range, with being able to use it in burst fire, or far range, long range, and close range. With the fact that you can change it between burst fire and single fire, allowing you to use it at both those ranges. I mean, it's such a versatile gun. It's a great gun to use.
I mean, even at burst fire, the recoil is so minimal that it doesn't matter what range you use it. It's just more their movement. You might miss the last 2 shots on that burst. And the R99, as we've discussed multiple times, it's a laser beam now. Yeah, because they got rid of that hipfire randomness, so now it's a straight shooter.
And we go to our winners of last game, Detroit Eagle Bravo. They are 1 player down right now, as they're going to get crypto scanned as they are discovered ratting in this vault. I wonder if they're going to get pushed from it. And Lifeline still has no shields and is only half HP. There's a Phoenix kit there sitting there, but I don't know why she doesn't try to pop it.
And there's the crypto. Maybe it's...
That's also...
They were waiting.
That's also bad for them, because the crypto ult will take out the caustic traps that were already placed. As you see, the caustic has to go up and replace those traps now.
Yeah, but I think they were just waiting, because even with the crypto drone, that means the drone is wasted. The caustic traps go back down, and with that, you know, why would they push up and possibly waste a Phoenix or other utility that they could use?
I mean, yeah, it's looking like the Gnome Ants here are going to be looking to push this. They don't know where they are, but I mean, you can see the walls right now. That caustic is sitting there on top of a shelf. They might not look there when they come in, and that might lead to a free knock for the duo.
Well, the crypto doesn't notice, but they do know. They can hear it.
I mean, absolutely. I don't know if they've realized this team is a duo yet, but this fight is taking quite a while as they're trying to really smoke it, and they get scans through smoke now within that close range, so they're really looking for an entry damage here, or some kind of good crack to get them going.
And that's the big, and that's a thing that they need to really focus on, is focusing more on that damage with the Peacekeeper, which does a massive amount per shot. It fires like 4 to 6 pellets per shot, which is a lot of damage at one time.
I mean, yeah, the Nomads did a great job there. They baited out some kills. They had one overswing, and they locked it down for them as they eliminated the duo. But we go to the Mustangs now. Powerful gun with its 54 bullet mag size. I mean, it is absolutely insane that you can kill 2 full players with just 1 mag.
Now, this is where the battle of what is the better gun comes in. The Prowler is a powerhouse of an SMG.
Mm-hmm.
And it can rival the Devotion, in my opinion. So we just need to see who gets more.
I would love to see some Prowler versus Devotion fights, because I think the Devotion takes that hands down.
Oh, yeah. I think at the long range, truly, but at close range, it's a lot more back and forth. Sadly, the Prowler is on the same team. The Prowler and Devotion are on the same team.
Yeah. As the Bearded Dragons here are to be looking to maybe fend off this fight, as some good shots coming up from the Lifeline, but it's not enough, as the Lifeline and the Octane are eliminated. It's going to be left to this Conduit as a solo to maybe try to go craft her teammates in res, or maybe get out of here as she hits the jump pad out.
That's the advantage of having an Octane, is those jump pads being placed. You can have so many pre-placed and just be able to go through.
I mean, yeah, those rotations are very strong at any point in the game. As we go to the Gnome Blades, who are holding this tunnel of Geyser. They might think that there's a team here. I'm not sure. But, I mean, this is a great spot for them to be. They're clearing their backside so that way they can just walk in for free, knowing that no one's behind them.
And we do see a Sentinel. This surprises me. While I do think the Sentinel's great, the Longbow has proven to be superior, just in my eyes. With the 2.25 headshot, you're going to get better advantage with that Longbow, because now it also has 1 less attachment slot, making it easier to upgrade.
I mean, yeah, for sure. But with the Sentinel, I mean, if you have that access of shield cells, you can charge that thing up and it will do massive amounts of damage. I mean, I'm talking 154 to the head.
Yeah, but
it is insane.
It takes up a shield battery, not a cell.
No. The Sentinel takes up a shield cell to
Is it a
charge.
cell? I thought it was a battery.
It is a cell. It is a cell. As it looks like the Gnome Darts are going to find a rat here on Shogun as they are eliminated.
I didn't even notice it. I thought that was a rock when they looked up and pointed out. They stood there for a solid second, and the last player on Shogun looked down at them, and they just kind of stared at each other.
He's just living there saying to himself, like, you don't see me. You don't know that I'm here.
If I can't
you don't
see
know
you can't see me. that's
absolutely
what happened.
As Bearded Dragons are going to craft their teammates' banners, and they're looking to potentially go res here, but little does he know that there is a team playing that back building, so I don't know if he's going to be able to get this res off by that respawn beacon.
The res is going to be very difficult, especially with where the teams are watching. However, the advantage they have is that they don't know 100% where they're at up until the respawn happens.
Yeah. And as we see where the ring is going to be pulling here, we see that it's pulling towards the back building. That's going to be a great spot for that team playing back there. They're going to have a great spot to play from. And, I mean, they've been playing there most of the game. While their Evos might not be the greatest, they do have that God spot and that high ground positioning, so they will be able to get a lot of free kills holding some of these teams out.
And we do see the top team, Gnome Darts, coming in. Don't know why they're wasting ammo on the jump pad. It's not going to get much advantage if they have somebody down on the bottom to watch. But, you know, I digress.
You never know, as they're going to be pushing up here. We see that they already have quite a few kills to their name as they're trying to clear out these hallways. They don't want to get ratted on, as there is a team here now. Some shots come out, but it looks like the Crypto here might get really low, but so does the Ash, but they managed to find one, and now it's a 2v3, and they wipe the Gnome Blades, as the Gnome Darts here will get some free loot, and they will be able to push into zone with their backs cleared.
The Crypto was fighting ghosts for a minute. I also thought I saw a player jump behind him and onto box.
Yeah.
But then they're just gone. It's like, oh, what happened?
I mean, absolutely. Sometimes in Apex, you know, audio can be a little weird. The visuals can be a little weird. You know, you're hearing or you're seeing things that you might not actually see. So
it's like the ghost of Lockout in Halo.
Absolutely. As we see, the Franklin Whales have taken positioning up in this building with 2 reds now. Seems they've done a lot of damage to get there as they're holding this God spot. They know that they have the Gnome Darts coming in from the tunnel potentially, as there's also quite a few teams outside in the other buildings that are going to be out of zone. Once again, we mentioned they have that Devo there on their Bangalore.
The Bangalore with the Devo is going to be an absolute devastating fight. With double time, you can just push in quite easily, lock down your enemy into this tunnel, let's say, and just spam at the door until the enemy runs out of bullets.
I mean, yeah, it's a great weapon for them, as also they have a Kraber here on their caustic as he's trying to point out this guy as he maybe wants to team shoot him so that way they can confirm the kill. As he's trying to look for the kill, maybe he takes the shot here. I'm excited to see some good Kraber shots coming out. As a 112 comes out, hits the shot. Great job by this caustic.
Yeah. Oh, misses the other one though. It is hard when you're trying to move back and forth and avoid gunfire. Snipers are hard in general, but with a Kraber, the recoil on that and how long it takes to chamber a new round, you don't want to miss those.
I mean, absolutely. Not only that, but the fact that you only get 12 rounds with it, and there is no getting more ammo. So making sure that you use that, especially when it has such a high kill potential. If they're doing 140 to the body, if they're hit at all, you can definitely down them. But really love to see these teams, as the zone might be pulling more into the open, leaving this building as maybe a little bit worse of a spot to play.
I think where they're at is perfect. There's no reason for them to rotate. This spot's perfectly able to be defended without any issue. Easy sight lines. They know where everyone has to come from. There's no better spot to be.
I mean, absolutely. We have a team here in the tunnel, as you can see, and a team playing the house on the other side, and then we have this team playing the house up top. I think that they have the best spot right now. They know they have the high ground. They have not only Kraber, but they also have Devotion. And all they need to do is just sit and wait, and I think those kills will come straight to them.
We do see what looks to be a Newcastle wall going down, but then getting destroyed pretty quickly.
I mean, yeah, I think they're going to find the Crypto on this team. And as they'll be shooting the knockdown shield, they want to secure that kill, but the Newcastle res comes in, as it looks like with Newcastle, they're going to be able to reset here potentially.
They might have to back off here because this Rolling Thunder could do a lot of damage, especially to Bangalore. Yeah, it's red Evo, but that's still a lot of shield battery to use to recover that Evo.
Absolutely, and the Gnome Darts are going to have to look out because it looks like the other team on the other side of the wall pushed up and is maybe looking to potentially fight them here inside the tunnel. That cat wall there maybe trying to use to buy them some cover as they're being held immediately from the center. This Newcastle's gonna have to get his wall down here if they want to have any chance of getting it a zone.
Well, he gets it down and goes down, and now the zone is at their back. There's not a lot they can do. The Ash does manage to escape.
But the Ash portal is going to come out straight into another team, and we're going to have Crypto left as a solo to Wrapped. Rolling Thunder coming in as we might see a 3v3 fight here between these last two teams as Gnome Darts are eliminated.
The